Hi, I'm Cori, and you're watching From Cori to Cori. This beautiful blue-eyed beauty next to me is...
I am Claire.
Hi, Claire.
Hi.
Hey. I asked Claire to be here today because we are in a relationship, and I know that she has great insight on what it's like to be in a relationship with someone who's trans. Plus, she's got a killer story herself.
Oh, I do, but we won't get too into that today. Yeah, Corey asked me to be part of this documentation of the transition, and I was all about it. I said yes because I think it's really important to have the two different perspectives. Um, I think that, I hope that it'll be really helpful for other people out there who are in, a relationship and are thinking about being in a relationship with someone who's transgender, and I don't know, just want support and or also, answers to questions, things like that. I think like the goal for me is to help make a comfortable space for other humans to just be who they are. Yeah.
Yes.
So thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. That's lovely. Speaking of questions, I do have a few for you today.
Oh, great.
All right.
I'm ready.
Good. My first question is, what's it been like for you dating someone who's trans for the first time?
Okay, so yes, this is my first trans man. I've never dated a trans woman. What has it been like for me? What is it like for me? So, it's great. That's it. The end. No. It's great. It's great for me because it works for me. I've had gender identity confusion in my life, and I'm in a great space where like I really understand who I am and I really understand what my needs are. And I've always been attracted to men and women. And so when we were on our first date and Corey was like, I'm transgender, I was like, interesting. I just like never thought of it as an option, I guess. It just didn't occur to me. And yeah, I'm just like, I was immediately really attracted to Corey anyway. And so I was like, well, I can't deny how I feel. So I'm going to just check it out. And it's been great. You know, we communicate a lot, which I think is extremely important in any relationship, period. But, especially because he's going to be going through this beginning of his transition, there's going to be a lot of changes. And so I think that for me, like the communication up front is really important. And we're just really clear about, like our needs and, yeah, but other than that, it's been really great. So yeah, high five.
How has it been for you explaining this relationship to your friends and family?
That is a great question.
Oh, thanks.
I'm really fortunate to have surrounded myself with super loving, wonderful humans. So it's been pretty easy. I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't, apprehensive or afraid or like I didn't know like how to approach it at first. Because it's like, oh, so I'm dating this guy and he's transgender. I think was maybe how some of my conversations started. But like I tell people that I know that I can trust, and I started there, and then I just kind of branched out from there. And I think that that's really important to just make sure that to feel safe, like in whatever you're doing. And for me, like I picked specific people that I knew supported me no matter what. And I got a lot of like, oh, that makes sense, actually. And I was like, oh, great, thank you for that. So, it's really good to know that you have like a fail-safe person that you don't know what they're gonna say, but at least you know that you don't have to be afraid of what they're gonna say. And And then I think, as I branched out to other people, and still, like, when I get asked, oh, are you seeing someone or whatever, I don't know, it's different with every person, and I just try and be as open as possible, but I also know that I don't have to say anything that I don't want to say or that I'm, like, not comfortable with, because people want to ask questions, and that's totally normal. But we also talk about, like, what Cori's comfortable with me sharing, which I think is really important. Because I don't want to say something that isn't something that you're comfortable with. Imagine that. And so, but in overall, my experience has been really great. I think thought there was going to be a lot more adversity than I have found in sharing. That being said, I'm very careful with keeping people around me that support me, and so not I know that not everybody that I share that with is going to have a positive reaction, and I'm lucky to have not hit a lot of negative reactions yet or anything like that where I've had to step away. I'm sure at some point I will, but it really doesn't matter, because I'm doing what I need to do for myself, and right now that's this relationship.
Aww.
Yeah.
So my final question:
Uh-huh.
Do you have any advice for anyone who is interested in dating someone who's trans, has just begun? Hi, Shalom. Has just begun dating someone who's trans. Any advice?
I guess my advice would be to not be afraid of information, because it's super helpful and supportive, and to communicate as much as you can. And to just be yourself. I think that's really my advice in general to anyone, is to just be themselves. But if it's something that you're interested in because you know yourself and you know that might be something that works for you, I would say check it out, to research, talk to people. There's so many communities that you can outreach to, that will make you feel warm and welcome and comfortable. And it's really no different than dating anybody else.
Well said.
It's like if you are interested in women and you start dating women, that's going to work for you. If you're interested in men, you start dating men, that's going to work for you. So it's like if you have any kind of inkling in wanting to, check out the transgender community and see if that works for you, you should. And it might not. But it also might be really awesome and you might not have expected it, and it's like exactly what works for you. And communication is also key to anything. That's what I got.
Excellent. Thanks so much for everything that you had to say.
Hey, you're welcome.
Please like, follow, subscribe, share, and ask any questions you have, and we'll do our best to get them answered. And stay tuned, because there's definitely going to be more videos to follow.
Sweet.
Take care, guys.